Hi everyone, Mademoiselle Asphodel, Carol here. Today I'm coming to share a couple of projects with you that I will be submitting for Lele Lineca's design team call for her online exhibit shop, Shabbylishious. And if you're not familiar with Lele's shop, I will leave the link below. You really need to check it out because she's got excellent taste as to what she keeps in her store. All kinds of trims and laces, beautiful napkins, gorgeous little doodad flowers that are great for accent on any project, and also some filigree pieces. I just love the store. I think everything she carries is great, and check it out. So my first project is a canvas. I'll just go through some of the things that I used on the project. I used a paper from this Kirby Teasdale Paper Studio stack that I got from my beautiful friend Rosella. Thank you, Rosella. Hi, sweetheart. Just the camera here for a second. I used some of this pleated satin trim. This beautiful trim here. This one, I used just the center part. I used some of this pretty trim from Lele's store. I used a snippet of this trim. This gorgeous trim from Lele's store as well. I used some bling trim as well as these leaves that Lele had in her store. I'm not sure if she still carries them, but you can have a look-see. So those are some of the things that I used on this project. I also used some Lindy sprays from the new Lemore Weber design release. Chateau Rose. Merci beaucoup mint. These are gorgeous. I love these colors. C'est la vie cerise. Café au lait. And I also use the embossing powder in the Café au lait. I used my Ranger's Archival ink in sepia for some stamping. I used this background stamp by Stamper's Best. It's called a Fleur de Lis background. And so we'll get started on the canvas. So the canvas itself is a board canvas that is 9 by 12, and it comes pre-treated, pre-gessoed, so I didn't have to add any gesso. What I did first is I added one of Lele's beautiful napkins, and I just tore around the image that I wanted. You can see here and over on this side. I applied that with Mod Podge. Then I did a lot of spraying with the Lindy's sprays that I just showed. I also did some stamping and embossed it with the Café au lait, and there's some of it that shows up there. There's a little bit down there, and I think there's some right there. I also used, this is the fussy cutting I did from the paper I used. And, you know, several layers of spraying. And then I did some stamping with a music note stamp. And while the canvas was still wet, I sprinkled some, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. We'll see if we can get that. I did sprinkle the canvas with mica flakes. So there's a bit of shimmer all over. You can see there. Then I got started on the dress. Here's a piece down here. Then I added the pearl trim. And there's the first layer of, there's several layers of this trim here. Then the tiny one over here. I don't know if you can see it. And then I also used, some of Lele's velvet flowers. I just pulled them apart and cut off all of the petals. And I staggered them here. I just glued them on with regular glue. And then on top of that is another layer of that trim right there. Then another layer of the pearl trim. Then this tiny trim. Another layer of the petals. This trim once again. The sheer one here. And then this piece was just a cut off from a trim. So just a little applique. And then this satin, pleated satin trim. And then this dangly one, I'm not sure, but I think I may have gotten that from Lele in the past as well. Then there's a row of these tiny flowers over here. And then the pearl and rhinestone trim once again. The beautiful leaves here. This is the little snippet that I took from this trim over here. And then here is where I used the center of this trim. And I just added some little bling all the way up to the neck. And of course here are some of Lele's tiny little doodads. And there's a beautiful flower in her hair. And what I did after I was done with everything is I sprinkled the dress with Donna Salazar Fairy Dust Glitter. And I'm going to try to capture some of that glitter here. There it is. So I was really pleased with the way this piece turned out. I can't wait to display it in my craft room. I think it's gorgeous. I love the muted tones. So there we go. I used a lot of laces on this piece. I actually use lace on pretty much everything I do. I use them on layouts, on altered items, canvases, as you can see, cards, always, and yeah, everything I touch, basically. So I hope you like it, Lele, and everyone who's watching, thank you so much. Good luck to everyone who's trying for the DT call. Can't wait to see all of your entries, and thanks for watching. Ciao!